Hey, my bold and the beautiful fans. Yes, happy hump day. It is Wednesday, and we have an award winning episode to talk about. So, without further ado, let's jump into it. First, we see Sheila calling Finn for a visit. We also see Steffi is still kind of concerned about this whole situation. And then Hope and Liam call it quits and sign the divorce papers. Welcome back to CBS Soap Dish Recap, where we recap everything CBS Soaps, both the young and the restless, and the bold and the beautiful. This is your bold and the beautiful recap for July 19th. And without any further ado, let's talk about this episode. So let's start out over at the prison where we see Sheila Carter. And guess who came by for a visit? Mike. My question is, though, when do they let prisoners visit with other prisoners alone? I mean, they could be plotting to break out of jail. Now, Mike said that he pulled some strings to arrange for a visit, and yeah, both of them are handcuffed. So, I mean, what could you do? What strings did you pull? Mike said he heard about her trial coming up, but not to get her hopes up. Yeah, she's going to be in prison for a long time, which also means in soap world, she'll probably be out before fall. And of course, who knows, we'll have a new nanny for Finn and Steffi. Now, Sheila didn't take too kindly to what Mike had to say, and she told Mike the thought of not ever being close to Finn and Hayes, yeah, that terrifies her. So now let's check out this filler scene, headed over to Forrester Creations, where we see RJ trying on shirts from the men's collection, and Ridge was asking it, how does it feel? You would think that they would have models for this, but why not? We all know you're trying to show your abs and your stomach and all the muscles and whatnot. Plus, it looked like he has a new hairdo. All RJ can say is that he likes the shirts, he likes the design. Ridge asked, was he okay? And he talking about how worried he was about Hope's marriage. RJ, don't you got some other things to worry about? Then Steffi arrives. She come by the office talking about she need to interview a nanny. And then at the same time, the whole trial conversation about Sheila Carter comes up and how it's approaching. And of course, that's music to Steffi's ears. However, before Steffi arrived at the office, she was going and having a conversation with Finn. They're kind of concerned about Hope's marriage. You can tell Finn got something else on his mind. Steffi had to leave and head off to work. And in the meantime, while they kiss to say goodbye and see you later for dinner, he gets this phone call where he's arguing with somebody trying to get them to find another doctor for someone. And he said he'll do it this one last time. And of course, we all know what this is about, Sheila. And of course, moving on to Sheila, Sheila asked the guard why was she still in the waiting room, like she got somewhere to go. She asked if she had another visitor, and of course you do. You have more visitors than anybody I know in prison. Finn comes in with his medical bag, and I mean, I'm wondering what he has to help his mom. It looks like she needs a doctor, and of course she was so excited to see him, saying that he came and how she was praying for him to be there. He said, look, I'm only here as your physician. So now let's head back over to the tiny cabin in the woods where we see Hope is telling Liam she takes responsibility for what she's done. Liam, can you say the same? I mean, Hope reminded him that Thomas isn't the only one that interfered in their marriage. I do wish, however, she would stop dragging Steffi into this. Steffi hasn't been interested in Liam for years. Hope, she gave you him, remember? And you ran with him, knowing that he was into both you and Steffi. But hey, you didn't care. You won. Remember, you came back to town and took him away from Steffi. And, well, you can't take somebody away. He went with you. And now you want to give him back to Steffi. And of course, she claims she's not interested in this man that's in love with two women either. Let's just hope, Thomas don't turn to his mannequin again. Anyway, Hope then asked Liam if it was so easy for him to walk away from his marriage because he could turn to Steffi. He said he always cared about Steffi. Hope said, well, that's the problem. He asked what? And then he puts his foot in his mouth.
About Steffi, but this is a
You
whole
hear
other...
yourself, Liam, that's part of the problem.
What is the problem? That I have a history with Steffi? That I gave all of that up for you? Sorry, I shouldn't have said that.
No, you meant it. You feel like it was a mistake giving your life up with Steffi.
After Liam putting his foot in his mouth, Hope thinks that he regrets giving it all up for her. And she told him maybe their marriage was always going to be impossible, too much to overcome. He asked, "What were you saying?" She said, "You know what? I will always love you." And he has always been torn between the two of them. She told him he will always want more time over Steffi. Well, I mean, his daughter does live there, but we all know what she meant. However, Hope told him now is his chance. And I mean, I don't know if Steffi even want part of this. I mean, it seems like she doesn't, but I could be wrong. She pulled out the divorce papers and he was shocked. She told him, "You were the one that wanted a divorce." And he's obviously not used to getting kicked to the curb. He asked, was this what she actually wanted? She said that she didn't want to raise their daughter in a broken family. And you know what? She signed the papers and then shoved them across the table to him, and then he signed. And then he took off his ring. And I got to tell you, this particular scene between Scott Clifton and Annika Noel, I would say, in my opinion, I could be wrong, was a very Emmy Award winning scene. And it's going to be interesting to see if they get nominated for 2025 for this particular scene. So I'm going to do a little clip of it and I'll be back. Yes, it's official. Lope is officially done. Now, where this leads Hope, whether it's straight to Thomas or some time to herself, remains to be seen. More than likely because of everything that's happened over the past month and a half in regards to the whole Thomas and Hope scenario, which is now Thope. Probably they're going in that direction. I know there's a lot of excited Thope fans. However, I gotta say that they did an excellent job with this divorce scene between Scott Clifton and Annika Noel. And I also gotta say, Scott Clifton obviously channeled some of that energy in that scene when he was walking out that door. As I don't know if you guys know, Scott Clifton and his wife is going through a separation at this point. And I know he announced it back on June 8th. And I know these episodes are filmed in advance, so more than likely these same episodes were filmed, I should say, last month when all of that information came out. So it's got to be tough, but he did an excellent job in this particular scene along with Annika Noel. Okay, so there you have it, your bold and the beautiful recap for Wednesday, July 19, 2023. If you haven't checked out the Young and the Restless recap for today, it has been uploaded to the channel. And until the next video, like, comment, and subscribe, and we will see you in the next one. Bye.